of the universe, Mother Nature sighs. Ooh, come save your child. Come save your child. I said, come sisters, come and take back your child. This great.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Women with Words. We have a gentleman here today. So
Yes.
it's a women gen with words. Welcome to all of you. We're looking forward to a great show, a very innovative show today. I want to welcome all of you. Of course, thank you for always joining us. Please, if you're watching, invite someone, share the video, like the page. Of course, my name is Glendy Juniors, and I am here tonight with
Agatha Joseph.
And Michael Padmore.
the technocrat is in the house. Welcome,
Hey.
Michael.
Thank
Before
you.
we-
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Before we start, we want to also recognize the fact that our co-host Eva Sa is not here tonight.
Yeah.
Eva lost a very close family member.
Yeah.
She is mourning the loss of a father like to her. So tonight, Eva, we miss you, but we're praying with you. We're standing there with you. We have you in our thoughts and prayer. We're going to miss all of your sassiness tonight.
Yeah.
But
We
we
miss
certainly, we're certainly there with you. So to you and your family, we say have our deepest condolences.
Yeah.
All right. So tonight's show, we have a very young, innovative librarian who is the founder of the Icon. It's musical, theoretical. Yes, they're showcasing young Liberian talents in singing and in poetry. So he will be here tonight, Mr. Alex Devine. He'll be telling us all about the Icon. I mean, if you're a Liberian or whatever, whoever you are, whatever country you're from, you want to be able to see young people get exposed to greater things so that people get to see their talents and we also can promote them. So tonight we're looking forward to this show. We're happy that Alex could come on tonight and join us. We also want to encourage you to be able to, if you need any information, he'll tell you all of that. But before we go into that, we'll turn it over to Agatha to tell us a little bit more about the show tonight.
So we're excited to have Alex with us. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. As Glendy said, please share the page so others can watch. This is going to be a really, really good show. So today we're going to talk to Alex. We're going to give away a $25 phone card for you to be able to use in Liberia. We're going to, of course, highlight a Liberian-owned business. Remember, that's free of charge. You're going to go ahead and send us your information to gsbc@gmail.com. We have, of course, Ask Auntie, but we got Uncle Michael here today, so it's going to be juicy. Can't wait to have that. And, of course, whatever's trending on the page, we will be discussing that as well. So back to you, Glendy.
And so just before we start, I also wanted to recognize that today is Veterans Day. To all of our veterans out there who have stood in the gap for us, we appreciate you. We thank you for your service. We recognize you here tonight on Women with Words. Thank you for all you've done and for all you continue to do. We salute you tonight. We also want to recognize the month of November. Also, this month of November, they have so many things. This month of November is also, November is National Caregivers Month. So if you are a caregiver, we want to recognize all the care that you provide to people and all of that. So we want to recognize that, and we're excited to be able to do all of that. Now, let's invite our guest, Mr. Alex Devine, to this divine intervention. Welcome, Alex. Welcome.
It is good to be here tonight. It's after 12 o'clock at my end. It's 8 minutes after 12, and I'm super excited,
Wow.
upbeat to be here tonight. Like it's a divine intervention, by the way. So yeah, to God be the glory.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. It didn't come. It's good to have you, Alex.
Yes.
Didn't come by any mistake. You were made to be here tonight. You're here, folks.
I
Alex
was
is.
saying it. Guess what? Anyone who should have been here tonight, that person going to move from here because I was meant to be here tonight.
And it so happened that way, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it happened. It
Yes.
happened that way. So, but we're happy to have you. We want as we start into the show, we're excited that you're here, a young Liberian living in Liberia, doing a lot of innovative things. I'm not gonna toot your horn or blow the horn, however they say it. I'm gonna let you tell us first a little bit about yourself, and then we can go into why you're here. We're here um first and foremost so that people will know that there are Liberians out there who are interested in young people and
Right.
Yeah.
making and seeing the better and seeing them excel in life. And so we want to thank you for being in Liberia, living in Liberia through all of the challenges. I know last year we followed you on a pin on a motorbike at night.
Across the 50 counties,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So as we start, tell us a little bit about you, and then we're gonna go into questions and answer time. So you tell us why you're here.
All right, so let me start on this note. First of all, I say thank you for having me. So the war started here in Liberia, as everyone know that the war started, and my father and my mom, we left when bombing. So I have my pop at that time, by the way, but we got in bombing county. Then my father passed off during the war.
Wow.
Um, he died right by me, by the way. So I can still remember that when I was a little boy. He just dropped on the way while we were coming from Lofa Bridge to the village. So he died, right in my arms. So I can remember that very well. Then we left. Then my mom and I, could not be in Bomi County because that was my father from. So we have to now transition to Nima, where my mom is from. So we headed to Nima. Then we had to stop in Banga. We had to pass through somewhere there. I don't know. I can't remember the place, but in the bush. So we were in his car at Nelson Tiller. Charles Tiller, he was the guy who took us from bombing to Nema, but then we stopped in Banga. My mom was educated again. She died, by the way, so let me just say that. So we stopped in Banga. Then she had a job. She started working with Charles Tiller. Then she was one of the 80 came to Charles Tiller because she was educated then in Banga. So while we were there, the story has it, of course, that she was pausing. She suffered from that for almost 2 years, and she did not make it, so she died. So pretty much, I began to orphan at a very young age,
Hmm.
thereabout. Then I found myself now in Nimba, where my mom is from. So I had to stop, I started living with my uncle in Nimba, and I grew up there. So pretty much my youthfulness was seen in the village.
Hmm.
Okay.
I will always tell my young people. I took some time last, pretty much I think 2 years ago, and I try to write my story. It's a two-pager, very short story about myself, summarizing where I've come from, where I am now, and I got to realize that I've been inspired then by the things that I do. So from the county when I was in Nima, there was no work I did not do. I mean, I joined Cool literally. I don't know what you know what they call Cool say.
Mm-mm.
Tell
No.
us, tell us.
No. I know what a
So
coup is,
cool.
but I'm pretty sure
So
that's not what
cool,
you
cool
did.
means it's something like, all right. So you join like maybe you have a 10 and say, okay, you know what? Today we brush your own farm, and tomorrow go to the next person in the farm, and go to the next person in the farm, and go to the next person in the farm. So you
Oh,
join that, and then you do the work. So I joined Cool to do almost all the work. We joined Cool to brush the farm first because you have to brush the farm, and then
right.
you join Cool to fell the trees, and then
Mm-hmm.
you join Cool to burn the farm. You join Cool to scratch the farm to plant the rice. You
Right.
join Cool to harvest the rice with a knife. Hmm? You join Cool to get the rice and put it in the attic. So it's there, it's stored for that level of time. So it's a
Right.
lot. So I did all the work. And I even went as far as even hunting with dog. I know you know it.
Yeah.
Like
Of
hunting
course, we
with
know
dog,
about hunting with dogs. I mean,
like I mean, the animals you eat, sometimes
yeah,
the hunter will either kill with a gun, but
right.
sometimes to
It's
the
trap.
dog we also run behind the animal and kill the animal. So
Wow.
Okay.
there has to be human being who will probably saying something behind the dog, and the dog get excited, the dog have to follow behind the animal, the dog have to catch the animal, and so I'm just saying that I did all this work, but when I was in Nema and doing all this work, I knew that this was not my place. I just knew that. I didn't know exactly when it was going to happen, but I just knew it was not my place, you know. And I was always be dreaming that I know that I have to, I would not be here, And then over time, back and forth, I had this opportunity. One of my uncles sent for me in Ganta. Pretty much it's a much more elite place than the place I was. I came there, I went to school, and then another uncle sent for me to come to Monrovia. I came to Monrovia, and I thought that the work or the hustle has ended when I came in Monrovia. But now it was a new start. It's a new chapter of my life that I was about to, enter into. So when I got in Monrovia, the uncle who sent for me did not have money. Then I have to hustle. So there's a place in Monrovia called Gobacho Market. You know what they call Gobacho Market?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
So then
I don't know.
I have to now start selling. Eh? You know what they call DK? Okay,
What is
Donaple.
digging?
You know
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
Donaple?
we
know.
get.
I
Like
We
bet
know
used clothes.
Donga.
we know
Yeah,
Doga.
Mm-hmm.
we know
Yeah.
Donga. We know Donga.
All right. So they had to start selling used clothes now for a lady in the market.
Don't dig
And
it
that was
there
how I
yet.
raise money to be able to, save and then go to school back and
Right.
forth. So that's just pretty much that's where I came from. And so when
Okay.
I pass through all those things, I make commitment to myself that no young person deserves to go through this.
Wow.
No young person deserves to go through this. So if I have the opportunity to meet any young person in mind, I have to transform them. I have to talk to them. I have to transition them. This thing that I do is not a job. It's a calling. I see
Hmm.
this thing that I do as a calling. So whether I get money or not, I feel excited doing it. Like I feel it's part of my assignment on this earth. And
Okay.
so that's the best way I can place it. So I'm inspired by where I came from and motivated by where I want to go.
Wow.
Okay.
Again, I like to say that I'm inspired from where I came from and I'm motivated by where I want to go. I know I want to go somewhere. This is just the beginning. A lot you haven't
Right.
seen yet. No, we'll go there, we'll get it one day soon. But that's the
Yeah.
beginning of it.
But just I mean the story is getting very interesting. A young man losing your parents,
Yeah.
and then you find yourself in a village, but you're
Mhm.
not perplexed by that.
No.
You're still thinking about tomorrow and thinking about motivating other people. I hope that you use your story with the young people
Oh
so that
yes,
they
I
know
do that. I
where
do
you come
that.
from.
I do that
Yeah.
many times. When I engage them and I tell them, I say, this name Divine is not your Congo Congo, I, the work that I did, some of you never done it before. So let me tell you who I am and where I came, how I've managed to come to this point. So I inspire them a lot about my story and I tell them, I also say to them, there's this guy called Muhammad Ali. I think you know about him, Muhammad Ali. He has this philosophy that I'm guided by many philosophers as a matter of fact. But let me just talk about Muhammad Ali's philosophy. He says that impact, IMP, is city. He says the rent we pay for living. And what that means that this universe is accommodating us to
Right.
occupy this space. And
Beautiful.
as we occupy this space, we are mandated. It's not optional. We are mandated to impact because they're accommodating us here. It gave us the sun, the light, the leaves, and everything. So what are you doing now? So just as the way when you're not paying the woman rent and in your house, she will throw you outside because you're not
Mm-hmm.
paying the rent. It's the same way
Right.
the universe gets tired with some of us because we're just living, we just occupying the
Okay.
space and we're
Yes.
doing absolutely nothing to give back to the universe. So
Okay.
I'm really inspired by that. Every time I meet you, I say, look, you can't be a young person living in a community. And it's a problem in this country. We blame everything on everyone else, but not
Right.
ourselves.
Absolutely
Everything on
right.
everyone else. Oh, the government not doing the one. Oh, the other person not doing the one. So what are you doing now? You live in that community.
Right.
And second thing also, I have this definition about education that I coined by myself. Is something that also pushed me to keep doing what I'm doing. It says education without its application is no education. That's something else. If you
Hmm.
learn book and your book is not applicable to solving the problem just around you, then I'm not book done it. Then that's something else done it.
Okay.
So when I acquire a bit of education, it is my responsibility to give back to the environment I live first, and then later on to the country that I live in, and then maybe I can do national.
Absolutely.
And I tell young people, I say, look, this recognition you look for, recognition has three pillars. Pillar number one is it starts in a community. When
Right.
you're doing something in your community and people start to recognize you right in your backyard, the next thing now is that you start to go national because now the people who in the community will start to recognize you national.
Yes.
Right.
And
Yes.
when you start to go national, you're now eligible to become an international candidate recognition. It's
Yes.
the
Right.
transition. You can't escape that. You can't just get up one morning, you don't do nothing, your community, nobody know you, they say you want to be international icon. It's not possible now.
I like the way he can switch it.
I know, right? So,
That,
Alice,
Yeah.
let me before we go into the icon, tell us because I know you're involved in so many things. So I'm just gonna ask you. This is my last question for Loba, and then I'll go over. We can go over to Michael or Agata. Tell us what are some of the things that you're involved in because this young man is not only involved in the icon. He's involved in so many things. He actually just won an award. What is the award? What is it called?
The Africa Youth Empowerment Personality of the Year.
Yes.
And it's given to me in Ghana,
And
Nigeria.
I think that award category that you won actually suits you
yes.
because
Yeah.
we can see it's being manifested in everything that you're doing. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you're involved in, and then we can go into the icon. The icon folks are standing by to ask you questions.
Okay. So it started up. It started up with the my NGO Youth for Change Incorporated. Youth for Change came into being in 2015. Um, let's say 2014 during the Ebola, and so I was living in Ia de Rio, right around the SKD Sport Complex, and then when Ebola hit, a lot of people. I remember that this couple of doctors was giving care, and some of them, died because of giving care to patient and all that. And right within the space I was living, two medical doctors died from Ebola, and their kids were left behind with their mothers. So because we just formed Youth for Change, a lot of people did not know you for change at the time. So I said, you know what, let me start, like I mentioned, in the community. Let me start in the community. So I started doing a bit of survey. I got to realize that there are two medical doctors who died and left their children behind. So then I said, okay, you know what? Let's do a short video to show to the world these kids are left behind because their fathers was giving medical help. And so that's how I did that short video and I put it on YouTube. If you go on YouTube right now, just tap life after Ebola Liberia, and you will see me very dry, budget. Yeah, that was the beginning of the work that I started doing. Just step life after Ebola Liberia. You will see the video I'm talking about. That was in 2014. So that was the beginning of Youth for Change. But then 2015, fast forward, something happened in our country. It's called Super Friday. It's a phenomenon, not disturbing phenomenon that hit our country, where the young people leave the classes every Friday and they would take onto the beaches instead. They'll put their clothes in the bag, they will take on the beaches, and they will go there. That phenomenon resulted of three things. Number one was that the kids, some of them were being reported drowned in the sea because when they go, they would take substances and all that, and they would get drowned in the sea. The second thing was the fact that there were few cases of rape reported here and there during President Ellen Johnson's study time as the result of the kids going on the beaches and taking substances and drinking. And the third was that there was a alarming rate of the issue of drugs addiction. And so, because of these three things, we will, like I mentioned, we'll always talk. There are a lot of youth organizations that talk about it. There are a lot of people. As a matter of fact, if you follow that story well, President Ellen Johnson said it through Mirror Brothers used to have deploy police on the beaches to stop the kids from going to the beaches, part of the strategy. That's what they adapted. They thought that maybe when they post police on the beach, it would stop the students, but kids still kept going on the beaches. So that's how I came out, and I started with my team. Say, how can we help the process? And so we sat on the table like, okay, you know what? Let's do basketball competition. Some people say let's do dance competition. Somebody said like let's do a couple of ideas. Then I'm like, okay, if we do basketball, it's not too far from Super Friday. It's a lot of entertainment. We do dance, is too not too far from it. Let's do something academic, but interspice it that will get young people to come somewhere more productive, but take their mind from the beaches. And so that's how the whole debate thing came about. We started in 2015 with this idea. We started with 20 high school in Monrovia. And the final that was held at the city hall, we had, peace be to Archis Emmanuel Buyo. He served on the panel as one of the judges. Charlie Bromsky, who's a friend of mine, also sat on the panel as a judge. We had three judges that night. We had Dara Amrusman, who was at ELBC, also on the panel as well. That night, when we had the final at the city hall, I was amazed to see the kind of people that came to watch the final. The whole place was jam-packed, no space, people standing outside, and I like, okay, you know what? I think this is what let's do it again. So 2016, we increased the number to 80 high school in Monrovia again. Then 2017, we increased the number from 80 to 120 high schools. And then we divided now, this time around, we went to Montserrado County. Instead of Monrovia in 2017, we increased the Montserrado County. At the end of 2017, we had this invitation because all of our games will all be live streamed on our Facebook page. We had no idea that people were watching. So in 2017, we got an invitation from South Africa for Liberia to participate in the Africa Debate Championship. First time ever. We took the young people from here. We managed to raise some money. President Ellen Johnson said they gave us some money. Vice President Boaka gave us some money because from Liberia to South Africa at the time was 1,500 US dollars. We had to carry 10 teams, but we did not have the money, so we carried only 3 teams. We did GoFundMe. We raised some money. We added up to the money, and we were able to carry 3 teams plus 2 of our staff from the institution. Again, because it was a debate issue, and I'm not a debater. I'm the executive director, so I step aside and I allow my 2 of my staff to carry the young people in South Africa. We went there, 14 African countries gathered there, and Liberia came third in that tournament. Beautiful. We brought the trophy back home. Yes, before President Ellen Johnson said he stepped down, we took the trophy and presented to her and said, this is what you gave us, this is what we brought back. That's awesome. Not knowing also in 2018, the organizer of the World Debate Championship were watching the Africa Debate Tournament. We had no idea. When we came back in 2018, we then got another invitation from the World Debate Championship organizer. Then it was in Croatia in 2018. Liberia left from here. We again raised money that was unprecedented. We had time. We managed to push the Ministry of Education. They facilitated the air ticket for the delegation. 5 persons went again. There are 3 players. The World School has 3 players, and we have to carry the national debate supervisor, who was the team manager. Then we needed to carry. There was another slot because of 5-person delegation. Mm-hmm. But here is the thing: either I go and we don't carry the game live, or I send the person who can do the live so the world is able to watch it, Liberian students. It was a choice I have to take. And again, I was not ready for on that trip, so I said the guy who was our communications guy, come and take this space and go with the team. If you go on the Facebook page right now, you will see all of the games that Liberia played in Croatia in 2018. They were live streamed on our page. So that's what we did. When we came back now and we adapted the World School Debate Championship format in 2018, we thought that let's replicate this idea across all high school. So in 2018, we now stepped in the 15 counties with the Liberia National Debate Championship tournament. So up to this time, the debate is held every year in the 15 counties. This year we dealt with 360 high schools in the 15 counties of Liberia. Wow. The final comes on this Saturday. Normally we bring the students from the county, but COVID, allow not to bring them. So this Saturday we're having a grand finals, and the way we're having a grand final, want to make it big. So KMTV is going to be carrying it live. It's going to be relayed on 3 radio stations. ELBC will be relaying it, so people are able to listen to it across the country. Radio Monrovia and True FM We'll also be relaying it. And we managed to talk to the World Bank country manager to come and watch and see what the kids are doing here. He has agreed to be there as special guest. He will make 5 minutes remark before the debate starts. The Swedish ambassador has agreed. Will also be on the live to make 5 minute remark. You say head of education will be there to make 5 minute remarks. And then we'll also have the Minister of Education to make 5 minute remarks. When that is done, we have Sada Sharif, who is our brand ambassador, who is a mentee of you for change. She's in Ohio going to school. She will be talking from the US, and we'll have Beulah Nino, who's a poet, who will also be reading a piece on education and debate, the impact of it, and all that. She'll be doing a piece on that. So that's pretty much what we do for
Yes. That's
That's
a
great.
lot. That is a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is Women with Words. We're here talking this evening with Mr. Alex Devine. His presence on the show here tonight is actually divine intervention. We don't want to lose track of that. So,
Yes,
Michael, you have questions for him, or Agatha, you guys can take it over.
of course. So,
Sure.
Michael, you want to go first?
Definitely, sure. I can. So talking about, I mean, about the icon. So can you tell us just a little history of how that came about, and and what's happening right now with that?
Well,
Okay.
well, first of
So
all, what is it first? What is icon first? And then go into all of that, because I'm sure a lot of people are like me. We don't even know what it is.
Okay, so it's tied. I like to talk about where it came from, and then I can talk about what is it. So because
Okay.
it's tied to something. In 2019, remember the Jessam story? Two of you know the Jessam story well. So I don't know what you know about the Jessam. I
Oh,
got
I
that.
know it.
I got that.
If I know these two, I know
Agatha,
the Just Sam.
I got that.
Agatha.
But yeah, so the Jessam story inspired the icon. I was up that morning, and I know I've been following it. Henry Costa, do some promotion. One of my friends, Cyrus McGee, did some promotion, so at least I followed a little bit of it. But I was inspired more when I saw that morning that Liberians, were changing their profile pictures to GSM, and I saw how Africans also was inspired, how GSM success inspired a lot of us, but more particularly Liberians. And I was like, wow, we love, good things, love to see things successful. And then something struck my attention, like, the difference between GSM in the US and the many that are all across this country is one thing: platform.
Yes.
That's all. So if we can create a platform, we can discover the many GSM that are all across Liberia. So then I took my computer and I like, okay, this GSM story, I have to, develop something around it that will inspire and that will identify and find and show light on many of these young people that got exceptional talent so people can see them. And so that's how this whole thing started. So the icon is just a platform that is designed, to find, show light on young people who have amazing talent for start in music and spoken word poetry, and as a way to be able to showcase them for possible investment opportunity. You know, the Bible will tell you that your gift will make room for you.
Yes.
So you must
Yeah.
have a gift, and then after you have a gift, but a gift to our platform, no, not nothing.
Right.
So we are saying that since the young people have the gift, it's on us as a country or as people to create a platform so that they are seen and we can have them, promoted out there. So that's what the icon is about. Inspired from Jessam's story, but it's a platform designed to be able to showcase Liberians who has exceptional talent for possible investment opportunity.
Okay.
Sounds good. Go ahead, Akatha.
All right. So, Alex, so
Alex, you see why I told you how they can say the name? Me, I can say Agatha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
no,
yeah, please excuse me to now. Yeah, because Agada, man, I beg you, Agada, yeah.
whatever you call me, young man, I will answer to. You are an
All right.
exceptional human being. So here's my question. So we learn
Okay.
about what icon is. I'm going to say it's the equivalent or something similar to our idol here in America. So tell us, how do you find these young people? What are the categories for icon? And how do you, where is this platform that you showcase them at?
Okay. So the first thing is that the finding aspect is open.
Okay.
So we don't we'll do an open audition, will be an open call, you know.
Okay.
So we do a link when the icon is coming up. We do a lot of flyers talking about, the icon is upcoming. You have an exceptional talent, get ready. Something big is coming up. Take advantage of it. You have amazing talent. Do not hide it. Show it. We'll do that, promotion for pretty much 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Flyers will be keep coming up and stuff like that. And then after the link will come up to apply. So we have the link, we have the hard copy. So we drop this the form to different radio stations, to EOBC, Power, different places that people can easily access. To my office where YMCA is a lot of places where young people normally go to. Smile Liberia, we drop the forms there. We have the jingle running on the radio and say, hey, the forms are up. You want to locate it this place. We also have the link on Chichi Pole, like, influence those area that young people
Right.
can actually go to. We'll put it all there, and so we'll probably give a duration of pretty much a month for application. So you have the talent, come and apply. So it's open process. People will apply, and then after that, we'll go through the vetting processes. Of course, the first will be the where we have to now go through the online audition with the judges. We go and have the pool of the number of people that apply, and we'll go through, and then we'll do a short list of the people who made it through the first audition through the online. Then we have another audition that will be in person. The contestant that passed through the first phase will now meet the judges for the second time in person. And then if they cross through that, then we'll go for the second, the last audition, which is the judges, the audience, and the contestant. It will be an open audition that time. And if you cross that last audition, now we now give you your golden ticket. It means that you qualify to participate in the Icon Season 2 that is happening this year. So that's the stage we go there. And what we did every we decided to have the icon on every Sunday. So once the icon starts, it means once you go through the three phases of the competition and gets qualified or eligible as a contestant, the next thing now we now start informing the public, hey guys, the audition is, is the icon is already up, and then we keep making publicity around. So you have every Sunday, sometimes it has 500, 400, sometimes 600. Liberians will come from all walks
Wow.
of life. They will come
Wow.
to Destiny. There's a place right near Orange Liberia office on the Capitol bypass. Is where the icon is held every Sunday from 4 o'clock to 6:30. And you have these kids coming from backstage. We have makeup artists behind stage. We do a makeup. This year we're doing a live performance, so we have the whole band team at the back, and we're grateful that we have KMTV that is doing production as well. So they will
Nice.
come from the back, come up stage, and we have this guy called Master D who is giving a good sound. Last year we had issue with sound, so this year we improved on
Yes.
that. Yeah, they will come up and then will perform. So the judges will be there. This year we are blessed to have on our music panel. We have Margaret Cephas, who represented Liberia before at the project film in Nigeria. We have KC W, who is also a
Hmm.
music icon too as well. He sit on the panel. We have the head of Smile Liberia, who is a music genius too as well. He sits there, and one Benjamin Tule as well, who is the director for the Maria Community Mass Choir MCMC. He's also sitting in the panel, so we're grateful. The guys you're looking on the screen right now are the people who won last year.
Okay.
Yes, so we have the first winner, Lisa, and then we have and as a matter of fact, that was also women that won last year. Yeah. they
So,
get it.
so what are the
They-
categories?
okay, so we have two
What are
two
the
categories.
categories?
We
Okay.
have two categories for now. The icon is centered on music and
Okay.
spoken word portrait. It's not the reading portrait, but it's more like the one that sound like music.
Right.
So it's a spoken word type. So that's the two category we're dealing with. But we're hoping maybe we could add something. I'm thinking about adding something like, organ next year. Someone who play amazing
Instrument.
organ
Okay.
Uh-huh.
instrument. Yeah, next year we're thinking about that. But for now, it's poetry, spoken word poetry, and music for now.
So
Okay.
how many people can win this competition?
Yes, beautiful question. So, because we have two category, we're supposed to have two winners, one in each category.
Right.
But we're saying, it's not a platform to make profit, like make profit. It's a platform to showcase and to
Yes,
elevate, showcase
yes.
and elevate. So because of that, we say, you know what? Let us find the second winner in each of the category as well. So as much as you struggle to come to the level of finalists, when you come second, you must still find something. Say that's something here. You're not going empty, get something. You understand the thing I'm talking, Nana?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yes.
understand what you're
Yeah.
talking. Nana.
Okay, so I know you incur some expense. Liberia is not an easy place. We all know that. There are some people listening right now. Two things you can do for me. Tell us, what does your expenses look like? And secondly, if anyone wanted to help you, how could they do that?
Okay. So the icon budget this year actually around 65,000 in total. That captures um
65,000 what?
US
LG
dollars, US
US.
dollars,
Okay,
US dollars.
there you go.
That captures the compensation for the band team because we have our 7-man team. We got it, so that captures that, and also take consideration of the feeding of the contestant every Sunday they come, they have to get something to eat and all that. The venue we're not paying for it, but we're compensating for the usage, of
Right.
that. It also captures the cash prices that we're giving as well, and the production of the song. Every year we produce a theme song. Last year we produced a theme song. I think I shared with Sis Planet. This year
Yeah.
we're doing a theme song as well, and it captures that the winner walking with not only with cash prize, but the winner we are obligated to do an EP. An EP means three songs or three, spoken word piece. We have to take them to studio to do that, and then we have to give the cash prize to the four winners because they are two to each category. So this year we have about we got the music category. We giving on our last year we gave $2,000 US, which pretty much less, but this year we're giving $500,000 Liberian dollars, which is pretty much around almost,
Wow.
yes, almost $4,000 US
So let me
Wow.
dollars.
just let me just let me just share that first. This is the first prize,
Yes.
Yes,
right?
that's the first
Half
prize
a
right there.
million dollars. Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
500,000.
yes, for the
And this is
music.
the sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's for the music. That's a winner cash prize there. And the one you want to put up, I think is the spoken word winner to okay, yes.
200,000. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
200,000. So the winner for the music takes a lot of money this year. Than the winner for the spoken word category.
All right.
That's awesome.
That's
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome.
So, do
Awesome.
you want to tell us? Of course, it's not your first year. I heard you mention that. So, who won last year? The music category. What are they doing now with these things so that people know that this is more than just an event?
Yes.
Yeah. So the winner of the icon last year, she currently the brand ambassador for TVET. That was TVET, Technical Vocational Education. That was it was some program that the European Union organized, and she participated in it. So she won as the brand ambassador for TVET in Liberia, sponsored by EU. She also said that she wanted to participate in the Yellow Star that was organized by MTN. She went, but she came second. She did not win. Currently, she's in studio doing her EP.
Okay.
Casey Debbie is the one producing that for her. She did a song at the MTN War, something about Liberia. I should have sent it to you today, man. And I will send it to you after the show. It's a very beautiful song, something that talks about Liberia, our uniqueness, our value, our culture, and all that. We're also working with Osh Production to make sure we do that video because it's a lot more she put in the song. If we can really do that video right and go into the different places, the natural resources she's talking about, go into the trenches and do the video, it's going to come out well. So we're working on two things with her right now. The winner is Lisa Williams. She won the music category, and that's how I was just talking about. So we're working her EP right now. She's in studio currently with Casey Debut. She's the brand ambassador for TVET in Liberia. We're trying to do a video of her album, of her music she sang at the MTN program. We're trying to work on the video. She's the face of the icon at the moment. She comes to the icon when we need her to come. For the spoken word category too, we're also working with her to do an EP for her to a 3 spoken word piece. So we're working with her. She's already, I think two weeks from now, she's will be going studio because we told her to find their own person they intend to work with. So Lisa have found hers. We're still waiting to hear from the spoken word person. Her name is Titi Alexander Bonar. She won in the music in the spoken word category. On the 30th of this month, both of them will be performing at the UC 30th anniversary. They reached out to me. Kwame Clement, I know you know Kwame Clement.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, so Kwame Clement reached out to me and said he needed. So I like, don't worry, you need to find nobody. I got to.
I know,
We
right?
got talent.
Thank you.
Yeah, so they'll be performing. Yeah, they'll be performing there. And Kwame has said, he said, but man, you know that dignitaries will be there, about more 150, all the people will be there. I said, yeah, I play, I want for them to go there so they can sing.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, so let me just read a comment here. It says, and this is from Ernest. Ernest has donated $100. Alex, thank you, Ernest, for your donation.
Wow.
Yeah, so definitely make sure you get that. But he wrote this, and I thought it was very nice to read. He said, every man has the right to choose those he or she celebrates. Alex Devine, you have just earned yourself a slot amongst those I call my heroes and heroines. So excellent. We share the same thing, Alex. So Ernest, make sure you put some more money on Auntie for writing all the long thing here.
Ernest, thank you.
Ernest,
Thank you so much
for the donation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ernest. Yeah.
Folks,
Yeah, so that's what the guys are doing right now. That's the question you asked about what they're doing now. What was the question? Did I answer?
Yes,
I think you did.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
So just as we wrap up, folks, we've been talking to Mr. Alex Devine. And I'll add some gossiping part there later, but let me just talk at the serious part first.
I got bone to pick with him, so you finish and I'll get on him.
So we've been talking to Mr. Alex Devine. This man is involved in so many things. We followed him. I'm telling you, and he is very dedicated and committed. If he said he would text you, he texted Michael Pam with myself more than $1 million last year. But we were very supportive of this cause. We did what we could to help because we're also in the business of seeing Liberian children become better and doing great things. So we applaud you, Alex, for what you're doing. For what you're doing, we are amazed. Please, whenever you can come back here. Just talk to us. You have now gained yourself another sister, Agatha. Is in your corner. It's in your corner. Folks, let me tell you the other thing. Alex is going to be getting married in 3 weeks.
You're not bring the news now.
I gotta get a cheese.
You're not bring the news now.
After all
this a cheese VC, we gotta get some of these.
There you go.
I tell you all that plenty what he tell you better font of that forget it.
He will.
Yes, he's also committed, but so it's been good having you. Agatha, you want to just say, you can say something to Alex and Michael, and then Alex can give us his closing comments. Don't go. You have to stay for Ask India because that question won't hear your answer to it.
Okay.
All right, so I got a bone to pick with you. Why you call Glendy sis Glendy and you just call me by my first name with no handle? Why? She older than me or something?
Yeah. Before you speak, yeah.
You see my gray hair?
Maybe, maybe you should wear glasses. So maybe.
Thank you, Alice. Don't worry. You
She
want
looking young like that. She want.
Hey, you want call me Grandma Clendy? Say call me Grandma Clendy.
No, but on a serious note, Alex, it's just an absolute pleasure to meet you, to learn your story. You know, being orphaned at a young age and still having this drive to not even take care of yourself but others is just amazing to me. So, folks, you heard him. He has a budget. No amount is too small, even if that's $25, even if that's $50. Anything to help him out, feed those kids. Listen, what this young man is doing, he's taking those girls off the street. He's taking the boys off the street. He's saving the youth, meaning he's saving the country. So if there's anyone out there that had an opportunity to listen to this young man, if you did not feel his passion, then you did, because I had goosebumps when I was listening to him tell his story. So if there's anything you have that you want to donate, contact Michael Padmore. He's gonna be I'm putting you in charge of collecting this money, because what we're gonna do here at Women with Words is we're gonna support this young man and in turn support Liberian youth. So please, please, please. Well, his name, Ernest, just donated $100. I know there's many of you out there that just wasted $100 on nothing. You can save a life. Basically, this is what this young man is doing. So please, please, please reach out to Michael or Glendy or myself. Let's get this man the help that he needs so we can give these youth a chance at surviving in Liberia. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming.
Thank you.
Michael?
Alex, man, you know, I've known you for a little while now. You know, a little over a year. And, you know, I've been inspired along the way. You know, I'm approached a lot by people. They have these grand stories of what they want to do, how they want to do it. And, you know, in a very short period of time, they kind of just fall off. You have shown me your dedication, your determination to succeed in the things that you endeavor upon. So, you know, I just stand in awe of you. I was excited to hear you coming on today. I'm not always here, you know, but today I was like, I gotta be here. Okay, I gotta be here when Alex is here. So, and you did not disappoint. So I'm excited. You know, we have our organization, Lisuli. So Lisuli is definitely going to be making a donation. We'll be in touch with you. We'll make a donation towards your icon platform, and any other thing along the way. You know, you can always call upon us. But thank you so much for what you do for the young people. I know there are other people out there who feel the same. So definitely reach out. Let's get this thing going. And I wish you a very, very prosperous and productive program. And we will be watching. So please share with us so that we too can put it on our platform and allow our viewers and members to also, you know, share in on the icon program. All right.
So before we end quickly, I want to recognize Lisa Lopez.
Yes.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa is actually the one who, I want to say, my publisher. She helped me write my first book. She is saying that she will be happy to donate free ebook service for the winners.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. Yes. So I will definitely put you in. Lisa is an awesome person. You can connect with her to help you write stories and stuff. She got me now today. They're calling me author. That's why he calling me Sis Glendy, because I'm a big woman. Well, Lisa, thank you so much. We appreciate you being on.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
Connect with you. So Alex, close give us some closing
Okay.
comments so we can go to the next part because we're
All right.
time
So
is
yes,
fast, but we've had a good time.
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
it's almost 1 o'clock here. Thank you all for having me. It's a great opportunity. Like I said from the beginning, I was all beat up, because I thought it was a great time to just talk to people about what I do here in Liberia and the need to help what we do. There is this thing that there's an American movie I watched. It's called Commander in Chief.
Mhm.
The lady is the president, tall, bright, and she said something. She said, "If it's not us, then who? If it's not
Yes.
now, then
Then
when?"
when?
And when
So I took that also as something that is God. But if we can't do it, then who would do it?
mhm.
If we all get frustrated about this country and say, "Oh, it's let me just focus on myself, man. Just lead the country, man."
Right.
We're not going nowhere. But today, when I look back, I see the number of young people, some way that we've crossed paths, we've interacted in the transition. Some of them, I don't give them money. Some of them is just about telling them it's okay. You can do this. Don't worry, you can do this.
Right.
Some of them just come to the office, just sit there with bar food together and eat, and just listen to their vision. Some young people just want you to listen to them to
Right.
validate what they are thinking. That all they want. It's easy to make impact in this country. It's very easy. It will not always be money,
Yep.
but again, like I said to you, maybe because I passed through, the highway and I make a commitment to myself. I say, I can't allow any young person who cross my path, but I will help them get them to their full potential. I thought that's one reason why I'm going. But it's great to be here. The icon comes up, is continuing. Sunday is every Sunday is held. So some of you, one of the things you can do also when you're not in Liberia, you can buy ticket for people to come watch.
Yep.
Just get a map with make people to come free and say, "Oh, ente so person buy ticket, 5% ticket, ten
How much
percent
is the
ticket,
ticket?
500 Liberian and 5 US.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay,
I'll
we got
do
So
it.
what? I got 5 people. I'm gonna get you
5 US,
five.
that 5
I
US get you Liberian now.
got 5, 10, 15, 20. That's $25. I got five
Yeah.
people.
She
All
got
right,
five
this coming
tickets.
Sunday,
Thank
5
you.
people on you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
All
Oh,
got
right.
five
Five,
people. I got
five
five
people
people.
on me.
5 people on Michael, 5 people
5 people
on
on Michael. Look at.
And I
uh,
even
Wait,
talking
wait,
about,
I,
and I'm talking about, oh,
will I
because it's not a
wait?
big people. I was talking about who inside the inbox.
Look,
That means her own more
so
than five
so
people.
right now I'm proud to say that we have 10 slots already paid for.
Yes.
yes.
So let
Exactly.
me just
And
say
when
quickly before
Sister
we end.
Glennon when Sister
Yes.
Glennon do her own, it would be times
Mm-hmm.
10.
I would just
I
say
know,
grandma
right?
that grandma Glenna to her own. We'll get there.
There you go. There you go.
Let me just say quickly before we move on to the second.
Yeah.
And to you, Alex, I want to recognize Samantha. Samantha Diaz is watching the show.
Oh wow.
Yes, she is watching. This show was actually birthed in relation to the fact that Samantha won the American Idol. So
Yeah.
just Sam, you're watching. We will see what we can do to make connections. She still have plans to come to Liberia. So hopefully this is the second
I
episode
I am
for the
looking forward to
icon.
that.
So
I am looking
keep
forward to
keep
that.
your
But,
fingers crossed. Thank you,
yeah,
Samantha, for watching tonight. So we're gonna end this section. Alex, it's been good. We're not done, folks. You don't go because the question are coming and ask
Right.
some more questions.
Here you
We're
go.
going into the other mode now. Into the other mode. Ellis, thank you for coming. Do not go. Stay tuned. We like I said, this show, it is your show. It is a show for every Liberian. If you know people out there, we're here to be as innovative and productive, and also to be able to encourage people. So we hope we've been able to share a light on the icon and the work that you've done to be able to get Liberian youths showcase their talents. We'll do all we can to support you.
Yep.
Women with words along, of course, with when you hear the bosses then talk and you follow after them. When you
I
not hear
do.
Mr. Patmo
No,
say
ma.
Leslie will support, and you not hear Big Sis Agatha say we will do this, then Grandma will be in the corner and say yes, we will do it. Okay,
Yes.
All
all
right.
right. All
Thank
right, so
you.
Agatha, if you want to do, let's go to the advertisement quickly so we can go to the next.
Yeah.
Folks, thank you for watching. Continue. We're not done. We're going to the juicy part now.
Of course. All right, let's see the flyer. So we highlight Liberian owned business on this show free of charge. So if you have a business and you want us to highlight it, please be sure to email us at geesbc@gmail.com. That's GEESBEECEE@gmail.com. So today we are highlighting Muna Nangwe. She is a realtor in the
Twin Cities.
Minnesota area. She's with Keller Williams, classic realtor. And what I do like about this young lady is she has a first-time homeowners program. So if you are a first-time homeowner, especially for our young people, if you're trying to buy your first home, give her a call. Her phone number is 612-515-9991. She has steps that you go through for you to get started in your home buying journey. She can also be reached at Muna, that's MONAH, the number 4, myhome@gmail.com, or Muna for myhome.com. Again, Keller Williams, classic realtor agent. So check out this young lady, especially our first-time homeowners. Make sure you contact her and let her know that Women with Words sent you. So we're going to post this flyer on our Facebook page so folks can see it and follow her. If you have a business and you're Liberian or just an African-owned small business, go ahead and send us your information. It doesn't cost you a thing. We have over 4,000 followers on our page, and we're growing every day, and we're here to help each other. So make sure you contact us. Glendy?
Thank you. Yes, thank you. We're going to go to, the Ask Inte question. Let's do Ask Inte before we go to what's trending.
All righty. So Ask Inte. So Ask Inte is our segment where we encourage you to send in your questions. It can be about anything. It can be about relationships, be it platonic or romantic. If you're caring for an elderly parent, if you're struggling with your finances, again, we're not experts. We're just women with a lot of experience. We're mothers, we're wives, we're sisters, we're friends, and we got a lot to say. So today's question is, so this is coming from a child asking his or her parent. The question says, Mom and Dad, is masturbation bad? How should an African parent answer such question? Why does it have to be an African parent? Just how does a parent answer that question when a child comes and asks, I want to masturbate? Is it bad? How do you handle that as a parent? So let's go to Michael first. Michael, what do you think about that question? And how would you as a parent answer that?
Well, if they just ask me straight, is it bad? I would tell them no. I would tell them no. I'll tell them no. Is that
a professional no? Are you going to tell them the science behind it, or is that a moral or religious no? It's not bad kind of thing.
That's a parental no.
Okay.
That is not bad. Yes. I try not to, even with my children. I try not to press upon them religion. I believe that you get to know God for yourself. And that's my path. My path is to teach them to know God for themselves. So if my answer will be more of a parental one, be no, it is not bad. Now if my child feels it's bad, then I want to talk to him about why does he feel it's bad? Because then that's deeper than just,
right,
what it is, and get that part clarified. But other than that, no, I would definitely tell him no. I would definitely tell him no.
Okay.
And I understand why the person that asked the question might refer to Africans. We from our backgrounds, we don't normally talk to our parents about such topics.
Yeah.
So I definitely will understand why somebody would want to infer, from an African parent. What do you think? Yeah.
So I'm gonna be that African parent and act like I don't know what the heck that child is talking about.
What did you say? Huh?
I'm gonna say what? You said what? Who Trini Shibo, that thing, that word and that word for small children to use.
Look
That
at
big word. I'm gonna answer them.
that your answer. So
Yes.
I haven't been asked that question, and I never did ask my mother that question. I don't know if it's something that is different between girls and boys, but if I were to ask that question and my kids remind me that they're first generation Americans. So, our culture is evolving. The longer we
Yeah.
stay here, the way we interact with our children, the things that we learn from our parents, even if it's what not to do, we've come a long way. So I'm hopeful that if this child, be it be the child in Liberia or in the States, that the parent will be open and honest and share their experience, maybe not in detail, but just let them know what it was like as a child having those types of questions. Because let me tell you folks, if you don't tell your children, you don't teach your children, the street is going to teach your children. So
Yes.
I'd rather teach my children than have someone else
Noise in the
teach
back.
me.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. There's some kind of noise in the background.
I have no clue what that
Okay.
is.
Well, I just acted like a grandma on that question, and I don't know what they're talking about. I'm gonna leave it with these two young people.
All right
And
then.
okay, so training topics. Just before we go to the gift section, training topics. We have quite a few, but we're just gonna highlight one. And this is the one actually where they said that men be asking. Let me read it. It said, "Dudes love telling." And this actually got no, actually this was not the one that got the highest number. This one, it says, "If it makes you happy, go for it. They're gonna talk about you anyways." I think that's a true statement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're
Yes.
gonna talk. So don't focus on what people gotta say. Do what you gotta do. And this one, the other one, they say, "If you knew what was said in your absence." This one actually got 2.2K people to view it. They say, "If you know what was said in your absence, you'll stop smiling with a lot of people." True.
Actually,
I hope
no.
not. I hope
No,
not.
I'm gonna still smile.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna take away my joy. Not because
Good.
you're insecure and you're talking about me in my absence. I'm gonna stop. No, you're the main one I'm gonna live my best life in front of. I'm gonna give you more to talk about,
Yeah, but this is the thing. You don't even know what they're talking behind you, so who cares?
which is fine. That's what I'm saying. I'm just smiling.
And
Always.
this is the last one with for all these men. I was this one had like 1,000. It said, "Dudes love telling a woman how they like to see her in matching bra and panty sets, but he be walking around in these." Can you imagine this?
Yep. I said just throw it in the trash.
Yes, just put it in the
We
trash.
know
Yeah,
how comfortable those are.
look at this.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let me just tell you a little short experience, and not about those, but just about well used underwear.
Okay,
Okay,
calling it well used. You know, find term for it.
well used underwear. Yes,
And
those
comfortable,
are.
right?
That's
It's
trash.
everybody. Yeah, that one is a little overused. But we all here have that one day off. We come out of the shower. We go to our underwear drawer. We don't pick the first thing we see. We look. We look in there because we're looking for that one
Well, all the
that is
holes.
comfortable. We all got our
I
one.
know.
Yes, that is
Okay,
so comfortable.
this is just Michael trying to save the men for the hole in their drawers.
Yeah, we
Throwing it
okay. We go.
away.
We're gonna put it in the trash. That's what we're gonna do. So let's go quickly to our gift section where we can ask the question, and we want to do that. Or we want to keep it for next week. We want to do
Oh
that.
No,
yeah,
let's go
let's
ahead.
do that. So the
Let's do
the
that.
the fabric that was won by Quintina Stewart, she donated it to V6 Design. So I
Oh
am going
wow!
to reach out, and that's what I love about this show. It seems like the gift keeps on giving. We just have
Yes.
an amazing group of people that watch this show, and they're always donating. So for the $25 phone card, the question is, our guest last week told us he celebrated a milestone birthday where he used that as an incentive to raise money for Sin's Friskies. What was that milestone birthday that he celebrated, Mr. Kofa? So
Come
let's
on,
see if
folks.
someone gets that.
Guess it. We're looking for the answer. We're counting. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. If you watch the show, you know we have. There you go, Quintina again. Yeah.
That comment again now. That
No,
frisky.
Quintina again. Christian, you late. You late. Quintina, you are gonna. You know what? If you win again, you're gonna have to come on the show and be a co-host. You hear me? So congratulations, Quintina. We have a $25 gift card. Agatha usually takes care of that, so she will
Yep.
connect with you. She'll
I will
connect
connect with you and make
with
sure
you.
that it's delivered.
But congratulations, Beatrice.
Awesome.
Beatrice, we know you are a faithful follower. Beatrice Kanga, you gotta try to win next time, Mom. All
Awesome.
right, so we've come to the close of the show. Michael can tell us where they can find us. Act like Enter Beauty for once.
Let's see if you can bat your eyes.
Let's see if you can match
No, that I
Enter Beauty.
cannot do. That I cannot do. Or do the hair twirl? No, I cannot do that one either. I cannot do that. But you can find us on Facebook at Women with Words. We also have the email gbcs@gmail.com. So you can find us there. And you can also find us in our inbox, in our messenger inbox of all of us individually too. So please reach out. If you have any questions, you have ask Enter questions, suggestions. If you have a business that you would like advertised, or you just want to give a shout out to the work we're doing, and maybe offer us some critique, some advice, we take that too in good faith. So
Absolutely.
definitely reach out to us. We love to hear from you. And thank you all so much for watching every week.
And thank you, Michael, for stepping in for trying to cover with Eva, but you are sure not Enter Beauty.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Not by any means.
No. So we're gonna go to who our guests will be next week. Next week we're gonna have a compact week. We're actually gonna have 2 shows next week. It's gonna be our first Saturday show because like we said when we first started this show, we want to be able to talk to people wherever they are, regardless of the time difference. So if people live in Timbuktu, we will put them on a Saturday show where the hours will be convenient enough to get them to talk because we want to share their story. So next week, our first, I have to say this, not by any means anything, but I'm really excited that next week we're going to have our first African American guest on the show, Mrs. Denise Townsend. She's going to be our first guest. She's going to be telling us the difference between a Liberian and an American friendship. So we're going to be talking about the Liberian friendship. We're going to be talking about how she understands us, whether we talk too fast, we have an accent, they don't have an accent. We're going to hear all about that. And one of the things she loves is the food. She loves okra.
Oh dear.
Great.
So Ms. Denise will be on next week, Thursday. Denise Townsend will be here. We're looking forward to hearing, having a sit down talk with her. On Saturday, our first guest, all the way from South Africa. We're going to have Mrs. Nessie Golakai Gould. She's a Liberian. She works with an international organization. She lives in South Africa with her husband and children. We're going to be talking about how challenging it is for them as a family, not having the kids grow up in Liberia, but growing up in South Africa. So Nessie will be here next week, Saturday. Stay tuned to our page so you can find out the times. Because Nessie is actually in South Africa. I think she's like 6 hours or 12 hours ahead, I believe. So we're going to do it at a comfortable time that she can be on so we can talk to her. So Saturday will be our first show. It's going to be very relaxing. So we're going to be hearing from Nessie. So, folks, I'm gonna turn it over to. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna turn it over to Agatha, Michael. Thank you for being here. Always,
Absolutely.
you know, you're always in the background. You're equally, you are a man, but you're also on Women with Words. You're a part of this show, whether you're a woman or not. Eva,
Oh
we
my
miss
goodness.
you. We miss
Yes.
you so much, Eva. We miss you today. Nobody could bring that sassiness today. No hair on the side. I try to twist mine, but it's not long enough.
Not a
And
thing.
Auntie BA is rocking her new hairdo. I love
I
it.
know, right? I
I
meant to
know.
mention that. Oh,
You see, y'all see
you
the
got her
gray?
Michelle Obama going on.
You
I
see
know.
the gray?
When you see no gray, we see black.
It's gonna be braided up in a little bit. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. Going natural or returning natural is no joke. I have my hair
Yeah.
pressed. The lady burned my ear a little bit. So, and you know, I work out every day, so I'm already sweating in it. So I can't wait to get my braids out. But
Okay.
Eva, we miss you. We really
We miss
do.
you, Eva.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Anyway,
do.
we did have a really great show today. Alex is just an amazing man. I am so grateful for the opportunity to have met him, talk to him, learn about him, being able to support him in what he's doing in Liberia. Today, we also give away a $25 phone card. So someone was it Quintina again? Oh my
Quintina
Yes,
goodness.
again.
yes.
Awesome.
Quintina
So
again.
Quintina won that again. I'll be touching base with you to make sure we deliver that to you. We highlighted Muna for Home, Keller Williams Classic Realtor. Make sure you check her out. We're going to post her flyer on our page. And as always, please like and share our page. We also have that YouTube channel, y'all. Please don't forget, it's Women with Words. We're all over the place. So Facebook group, Women with Words. If you haven't liked us, do. If you haven't invited someone, please do. Email us at gesbcgeesbeecee@gmail.com. And of course, we have the very interesting Ask Auntie. And guess what? Uncle was here. He did give us a pretty decent answer. So I'm grateful for that from a male perspective.
Thank you,
That's it,
Uncle.
Glendy. And we're looking forward to both our guests next week.
So, folks, thanks for watching. Until next time, we will see you. We are Women with Words, and added a gentleman there.
Yeah.
Women Gen with Words. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching.